Very good morning, everyone. As you all know, on the Kickstart, we are meditating, contemplating, and trying to find ways to understand Bhagavad Gita in the form of meditation. And right now, we are on chapter 3 with Karma Yoga. So far, we have seen when the conversation goes between Sri Krishna and Arjuna asks if the knowledge is superior, then why you are asking me to do this battle, and why you want me to kill people, and why not just understanding the knowledge of self I can be liberated? Why do I have to do this sinful act? And therefore Krishna starts to explain why karma is still important, and without the knowledge karma itself become a bondage. So far he did talk about the sense organs, which we did try and practice. Every sense organ when attached with the mind, and then the mind goes all the way into the vrittis, into the loop of the thoughts, worries, and all that cycle triggers. But then he also explains later about Prakriti, three gunas, and how these three gunas and their interplay actually triggers what we do as we do. And then later on, he also says how to be free from the interplay of gunas and how to be liberated from the sense organs and mind whirlpool. So here he talks about yajna. He says, everything what you do, surrender to me, or understand that you are not even a doer. The Prakriti is making you do certain things the way you do. All that analysis goes on, but yet the question remains the same, that how do I perform this? And therefore, at the end, concluding the Karma Yoga, Sri Krishna says, meditating upon. Now, here he brings upon another beautiful concept to understand better that how we function. And that's where he says desires. So desires play an important role into everything. That becomes the enlightening fire where all this cycle of mind, senses, mind, and our action goes on. So today we are going to analyze, meditate, contemplate, and also understand this desire and how this takes place. So today I'm going to convert this very last stanza, 42-43, where he concludes, and the way out, how we come out from this challenge. This is what we're going to practice in meditation today. Let's start with sitting comfortably in your own comfortable posture, in your comfortable position. Making sure your spine is straight, but rest of the body is loosened and relaxed. There's no tightening, stiffness, or any discomfort in this position which you choose. Move your shoulders a little and relax. Very simple, nice, gentle stretch of your neck on the side, both sides, left and right. Come back in the middle and relax. Take your thumb inside, make a fist, tighten your fist completely, and then relax. Loosen your hand, both the arms. With the slight tightening, when you lose that, you may feel all the changes setting in of relaxation in your arms, neck, and shoulder. Slowly taking a deep breath in, fully inhale, bulge out your abdomen, and start to exhale slowly. When you slowly exhale, fully exhale, take your stomach in and take the last breath out. And breathe in normally. Synchronize your breathing with abdomen today. When you're ready, let's breathe in again. Fully deep breath in, bulge out your abdomen. Fully inhale, hold for a second and start to exhale. Slowly exhale, start to take your abdomen in. When you fully exhale, take your abdomen fully inside and breathe in again. When you start to breathe in again, you see the abdomen comes out on its own. Continue abdominal breathing, bringing your complete attention on the abdominal movement, your breath, and all the changes around you may experience. You already start to observe the changes in your breathing. I would like you to bring your attention on abdominal area. Just observing all the movement changes, any sensation you may experience. When you complete this round, gently stop the abdominal breathing and come back to the normal breath. Normal breathing in and out without making any changes. I would like you to take a moment to observe the difference after abdominal breathing. Breath if faster or slower, deeper. You feel light or heavy. Any changes you may experience from breath to body. Take a moment to be aware. Now bringing your attention to your mind. When we start to focus on our mind, the first thing we observe is the thoughts. Not many thoughts are arriving at this stage, but yet some may come. Just start to observe the thought as it comes and as it goes. Just like bubbles in the water. Just pops up from nowhere, stays there for a while, move around, and it'll go away. Without engaging, simply observe as it comes and goes. It might be replaced by another, or there might be a stage where no thought appears. So in between the silent stages, I would like you to keep your awareness around your own unique pattern. If you do not engage with the thoughts, do not start to think about it as it comes, or move away with the very thought which appears, it'll go away in a while. Let it come and let it go. Just like the breath, it continues to flow, the mind continues to flow in the form of thoughts. The idea is not to control, suppress, or stop the flow of thoughts or the mind. Being aware of its own flow and yet understanding that you are different. You are not the mind. You can observe your mind and you can observe the thoughts, as you can observe your breath and body. All these entities are part of you, but not you. Simply with the knowledge of the self, the ignorance goes away. Let's bring our attention to the self, the one which is observing, the one which is witnessing. You as self, when you start to observe, experience, and bring your attention simply on the self as you are, you may find yourself in the middle of everything, and the whole world, including the mind, is all around you. You see yourself as self without a second, without a name, form, or the identity, simply as I am. When you contemplate, when you focus simply on self as you are, all the flow stops here. What all you know, experience, is the silence, it's the calmness, peace, without any disturbance. Simply focusing and being the self. Withdrawing yourself from the world outside and the world inside, from all the flow of life, from the mind, from the intellect, logic, understanding, reasoning, everything, and you move beyond all that, what you experience is the self, the absolute, the consciousness, without a form, without a limitation. Nothing can touch here. Nothing can disturb you here. The flow all around you does not reach to you. When you reach to the self, there is no thoughts or anything in the mind you need to manage, control, or clear. Everything from the self to the world within starts with desire. And this desire takes the form where the mind starts to go towards that. From the absolute self, when Prakriti starts to play, the first thing comes is desire, the need. Desire to come back and function in the world again. And this very desire activates the mind, sense organ, the intelligence. And according to our own Prakriti, nature, we start to act upon. The self is the center of consciousness. But then the further mind get attached, the senses and the body consciousness. And as you start to come back, in the world outside. The senses command and control the body. All the physical movement as you start to experience. Everything remains under control of the senses. Senses are not independent. They're employed by the mind and the intellect. Understanding the knowledge of self, understanding withdrawing through the method of meditation is the key to break the cycle, to be liberated from the bondages of mind, senses, and desires. Any action which we perform, being free from the desires, becomes karma yoga. So as you start to come back and interact in the world outside, let's take a moment in everything you do just to see whether you are following a desire mind is acting toward fulfilling that desire. Or let's perform every action based on dharma, the right and wrong, as per the self-duty, without being interfered by the desires. The understanding of these two is karma yoga. Let's be free from the bondages of desire and mind. As we come back and continue to function in the world outside and within, let's see the mind, intellect, prana, likes, dislikes, desires, everything as a flow. But you are beyond the flow. You are the self, the pure consciousness connected with higher already. And let's continue to perform every action guided by consciousness, not by desires. This very resolution let's bring our focus on tip of your nostril. Simply observing when you breathe in and breathe out, the feel of chillness and warmth. As you breathe in, you may slightly feel the chillness, the cold on tip of your nostril or inside. As you breathe out, you feel the warm air coming out. So the senses of warmness, tip of your nostril or inside. Breathing is very calm and slow. Yet you can bring your attention to the sensation. Now slowly taking a deep breath in, fully inhale, hold for a moment. Start to exhale, slow and gentle. Bringing your attention again on your both palm. Move your fingers a little. Take a thumb inside, make a fist. Relax your hand and bring your both hands together in Namaskar Mudra. Keep your hand close to your heart. Let's conclude with 3 Shantis together. Taking a deep breath in. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Gently rub your both palms together. And it starts to feel warm enough. Let's place them on your both eyes. The very gentle massage on all over your face. Bring your hands down. And when you're ready, open your eyes looking down.